All right, everybody. Welcome back to Bald and Board Games. Bald here. Board's missing. We'll find him eventually. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be giving you the rulebook rundown of Square One from the Project L universe by Boardcubator. Let's go to the table. Boom. Square One. So I just did the rulebook rundown for Project L. Seems like a very cool puzzle game. You always sticks on the side. What's catching on the side there? Maybe there's a way that I can put it a different way so it doesn't catch. So it catches a little bit on the side. Not a fan of. But yeah, Project L looked really cool. Nice puzzle game. Easy to learn puzzle game, it seems like. And I assume this is going to be very similar. So I'm curious how this will ultimately be different, really. Cool. All right, so let's push this all to the side as we get going. I'll zoom in if I think that I will have enough room to do so. I assume we're going to need these, so let's take that off right now. Pop up there. Let's get into it. All right, so we're going now, fine. So Square One, table of contents. So you have your base, solo, Joker expansion, line clear variant like Project L, expansion solo mode, Joker Ambassador Pack, Combo Master expansion, Square One Combo Master Ambassador Pack, and then how to organize your box. So I didn't see this how to organize your box in the unboxing, because I flipped through real quick and I got, does it tell me how to organize this stuff? I was like, I'm not going to make you watch me search for it. Saw the back of Project L, it's right there, so I went through and did that. Not on the rulebook right now for Project L, but afterwards. Anyway, let's get in to what Square One is. Okay, so for the base game, Square One, split and merge pieces, fill in sequences, become the master of timing. Alrighty then. Components, there's 36 white sequence tiles, 24 black sequence tiles. So let's move these off to the side. 30 combo score tokens, 140 pieces, 4 player aids. All right, so if there's anything like the other one, then these might have, yes, they do. So on the very bottom down here, you're not going to see on screen, but it says like a B01 for black. So all the expansions are marked in that bottom corner, which is great. I didn't know that when doing the unboxing, but figuring that out now is great. So for the black packs, there should be 24. There are 24. So those are all the black packs. And there should be 34 white sequence tiles. Are these the whites? Looks like it. W01. All the way through. 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Should be 36. Yep, 36. All right. 36 and white. And sure. Oh, you can turn it over and look at it. No, because as you'll see with these, there's a bunch of these that also have black and white fronts. So these are all the expansions. CB12, whatever that is. Combo Master probably. And then the other ones. So that's most likely where these come in. They'll slide into the box, into the little divider area. So let's move this out of the way for now. Figure out all that is afterwards. So we have all those. Shuffle all the white sequence tiles to form a white sequence deck and place it face down in the center of the play area. This is probably going to be very similar, I assume, to Project L in the way that we do setup. However, this one looks like it's set up slightly differently. So this looks like it's set up this way instead. Going from right to left. Interesting. Shuffle all the black sequence tiles, then take a number of them randomly based on the number of players. Shuffle them together to form a black sequence deck and place them face down above the white sequence deck. Returning the remaining sequence to the box. All right. So there are little indents here. So it's probably a good idea to shuffle on this side to make sure that you don't catch those. That's what I'm doing here. You can probably also just do this too. It's probably even safer than what I was doing. Okay, so based on number of players, so they give you a nice little chart in here, just like before, right there. So it says for 2 players, it'd be 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And this will go face down above the white deck. This side, right there. Boom. Boom. In Project L, you do it the other way and on the other side. It's very interesting. And then these all go back to the box. Put over here for now. Reveal 4 sequences from the top of each deck and place them face up in the rows next to the corresponding deck. Together, the 4 white and 4 black sequences form the market. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is the market. Right there. Move that over for you to see a little better. Move it to the center. The market. Nice. Okay. And good. Divide the combo score tokens into 3 decks of 10 tokens according to their value. 1, 2, and 4, and place them near the sequence deck. What do you, oh. That's what these are. So divide the combo score token into 3 decks, 10 tokens, boom. 1, 2, and 4. And place them near the sequence decks. Okay. Showing just like that. Cool. Place all the pieces on the table where everyone can reach them. Check. Comfortably together, all pieces form the reserve. Each player takes 2 yellow 1 pieces and 1 green level 2 piece. So everyone gets 2. Says 2 yellows. Yep, 2 yellows. And 1 green level 2. Okay. Take the player aids according to the player count, ensuring the first player is in there. Shuffle them up. Give them out randomly. The person who's first player goes first. First player. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. First player. Second player. Boom. Let's do that. And this. Cool. All right. And that's definitely how it shows you there in the book. So we set up. Good to go. Gameplay overview. In Square 1, players will complete sequences with precise timing to earn the most points through combos. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. The game is played over a number of rounds. Each round, beginning with the first player and going in clockwise order, each player takes a turn. This continues until black sequence deck is empty. So when this is empty, much like Project L, players complete that round and then play another final round. Again, like Project L. Cool. On your turn, you must perform 3 actions. The list of possible actions you can take is outlined below, as well as on your player aids. See the action description section for more detail on page 7, which we will. So, gain, take, fill, merge, split, master. So for gain, take 1 yellow piece from the reserve. Yellow piece. Take 1, so for take 1 sequence from the market. So, taking one of these. Fill the topmost empty row of one of your sequences with the required piece. With the required pieces. Don't know how you know what's required. Okay. Merge multiple pieces into 1 piece that equals the sum of their levels. So 2 1s can become a 2. Split a piece into multiple pieces that equal its level. So a 2 can become 2 1s. Master action. Fill up to 1 topmost empty row in any number of your sequences and claim the combo score token. limit once per turn. Okay. So for the pieces are divided into 4 levels according to the value as shown on the board here. The level of a piece is significant when a player decides to use the split or merge action. During the game, you will build up your personal supply of pieces so you can complete more sequences with more challenging requirements to earn points. So again, just like Project L. Sequences. That's what these cards are right here. There are 2 types of sequences, white and black. So white and black. White sequences are easier to complete and reward you with additional pieces, whereas black sequences are harder to complete and are worth victory points. Each sequence can have the following: recessed areas, called rows, that you are aiming to fill with pieces in order to complete the sequence. So, the white parts. The piece requirements for each row. So, that must be... So, I guess this is what's required for that row. This is what's required for this row. Okay. 2 ones, and then either or one of those there. The new piece you gain when you complete the sequence, that there. And the point value of the sequence at the end of the game if you have completed it, which for the base ones are none, can get you more pieces. These ones give you points. Okay. So, it's going to go into the actions a little bit more in depth now. So the description, so for gain, take a yellow piece from the reserve, add it to your personal supply of pieces. Did that. It's just literally taking one of these yellow pieces and adding it to your supply. Take any sequence from the market, white or black, place it in front of you. This is important. You can have a maximum of 4 unfinished sequences at any given time. If you're already at 4 sequences in front of you, you cannot take a 5th sequence. So for these, same as beforehand, you can only ever have 4. Does it say on here? I don't think so. Interesting. So you can have 4 of these at one time, much like Project L. Whenever you take a sequence from the replenisher from the market immediately, if possible, if the white deck is depleted this way, reshuffle it following the rules on page 8. If the black deck is depleted this way, the end of the game is triggered following the rules on page 9. Interesting. Reshuffle it following the rules. Huh. Oh, I wonder if when you complete these, because you don't get points if you discard them. Interesting. Fill. Insert the required number and type of pieces into the topmost empty row of your sequence. If the row requires 2 or more pieces, you must place all of them into the row at once. This still counts as one action. See the requirements for sequences section on page 8, which we'll get there. Merge. Return 2 or more pieces to the reserve in exchange for a higher level piece. The merge piece must be the same level as the total sum of all pieces you exchanged. Since the higher level piece is level 4, you cannot merge pieces that add up to 5 or more. So the highest it goes is 4, so you can't add up to 5 or more, I'd say. In a single merge action, you always create 1 new piece. So again, if we had these, you could exchange these in a merge action to get a 2. So 2 1s become a 2, a 1 and a 2. You exchange those to become, that's a 4, to become any of the 3s. So one of those 3s you could take, depending on what you need. Okay, easy enough. Gives you examples after that, pretty straightforward. Split is the opposite. Return 1 of your pieces to the reserve in exchange for multiple lower level pieces. The combined value of the pieces that you take must equal the one that was split. Master, insert the required number of pieces into the topmost empty row of any number of your sequences. Since you have up to your 4 sequences at this time, this means you can fill 1 row in all 4 sequences if you have the required pieces. Pieces are placed onto the sequence following the exact same rules within the fill action. If you complete the last final row of more than 1 sequence using the master action, you receive a combo score token that is worth victory points. See the combo section on page 9 for more details. You may only use the master action once per turn. So that again is exactly the same as Project L. You're putting down, in Project L, you're putting down 1 piece in each. Here you're completing 1 row in each. You're putting down potentially multiple pieces to complete that row. And you can do it in every single one you have, provided that you have enough pieces to do so. All right. Sequences. Requirement for sequences. Every sequence tile has a number of rows, boom, boom, where pieces can be placed. Each row has a specific requirement that are shown on the left side of the card. The requirement can be split, can be a single piece or multiple pieces, and can even provide an option between different kinds of pieces. You can insert your pieces into a row using the fill action and master action. To fill a row, all the required pieces must be inserted at the same time. Important, the rows of a sequence must be filled from top to bottom. So you can't start with the bottom. You have to start at the top and then work your way down. A row may have a requirement with a vertical line. This means you have the option to fill the row with either of the pieces shown on the left or right side of the line. So here, we could use, either this one or this one to fill in that row. Rewards. The white sequences are easier to complete and reward you with additional pieces, where black are harder and reward you victory points. For white sequences, the rewards are the pieces that are depicted in the top right corner. For black, they're the victory points in the top left corner. Tips: since you need more actions and higher level pieces to complete the black requirements, your early game goal should be to take and complete mostly white sequences. Make sense? Completing sequences. Sequences vary in length from 2 to 4 rows, with each row having specific piece requirements. So here they only have those few. So like you see here, there's 3. There's a 4. They get to go top all the way down to complete them. In order to complete the sequence, you must fill each row in your tile piece from top to bottom. Pieces that are placed in the tile remain locked. This means that you cannot move or remove any pieces once you have placed them until the sequence is completed. Whenever you complete a sequence, follow these steps. Take all the pieces used from the completed tile and return them to the supply. Important, these pieces can now be used in other sequences. Do not return any pieces to reserve. So sorry, I pointed to reserve, I meant to like your supply here. So if this was my complete sequence, when it's completed, all these come off and go back to my personal supply. So you're always accumulating pieces. Take any piece you received as a reward for completing the sequence. So here I would get a 4. I'd do one of those. Discard or set aside the completed tile, depending on if it's white or black. So when completing a white sequence, discard it next to the market. So that would just get discarded. If it's black, place it face down near you, creating a sequence pile for yourself, holding on your reward points at the end of the game. Shuffling the white deck. If the white deck ever runs out during play completed, shuffle the discard to form a new deck. Makes sense. All right, combos, which are going to go into these combos tokens. I'm going to take a quick drink of my coffee. All right, combo. Combos are the most efficient way, wow, don't know what that was, to score points in the game. You can trigger a combo by completing 2 or more sequences at the same time. In other words, it is important to time the completion of multiple sequences by filling the final bottom row of your tiles using the master action. The more sequences you complete in the single action, the greater the reward. Through combos, you can earn victory points even for completing only white sequences. So 2 sequences in a combo give you 1 victory point. 3 sequences in a combo give you 2, and 4 give you 4. 1 does not count as a combo. That's why they go 2, 3, 4. Cool. Whenever you successfully trigger a combo, take the corresponding combo score token and add it to your score pile, placing it face down. If combo score tokens run out, combo score tokens are not limited by their amount. If a certain combo score tokens pile is empty when you go to earn one, you can exchange tokens with other players or the bank, as seen in the example below. So yes, essentially, if you have, say, 4 1s, and the ones were the ones are empty, and someone needed 1s, you could instead take a 4 and put the 4 1s back, so that way someone could take their 1. So just like any other game where you have any kind of like money or anything of that sort, it's the same concept. In a rare situation where combo score tokens cannot be properly exchanged, take a matching number of white sequence tiles from the top of the deck Add them to your score pile. Alternatively, you may track missing points, pen and paper. Cool. Running out of pieces. Anytime you are supposed to take a piece from the reserve and there are no remaining pieces of that type, you simply do not get that piece. You cannot take any action that would force you to lose pieces because the reserve is lacking a particular kind of piece. Example, Alexander is supposed to receive a yellow level 1 piece and a green level 2 piece as a reward for completing a white sequence, but there are no yellow pieces left in the reserve, so he only takes a green piece. Got it. Another example, Gabriella wants to merge 2 pieces to obtain a cyan level 4 piece, but there are no remaining cyan pieces in the reserve, so she must choose a different level 4 piece instead if she decides to take that action. Crazy. So unlike Project L, in Project L you could take a level higher or level lower of a piece that wasn't available, and this one straight up can't take it. Nope. End of game. Once the last black sequence from the deck is placed into the market, the end of game is triggered. The current round is played out, and then one more final bonus round is played. In this way, all players should receive an equal number of turns. After the bonus round, the game ends. Each player tallies the value of their combo score tokens and completes the black sequences in their score pile. The player with the most points wins. Tiebreakers, if there's a tie, each of the tie players adds up their score, their collected combo tokens. The player with the higher score combo wins. If the tie persists, the tied player shares the victory. Okay. It does go into, of course, the solo variant in here. Joker expansion. Expand your game with shape-shifting jokers and special sequences. That's cool. Joker expansion expands the base game with 10 new white sequences, 5 black sequences, 49 pieces. Nice. So I wonder if that's what these are. If these are jokers. Solo mode for Joker as well. There's a Joker Ambassador pack. Square One Combo Master expansion. Push your engine to the limits using action rewards. So there's 12 white sequence tiles, 12 black sequence tiles, 2 Combo Master player aids, which are here. They're just double-sided. That says 2. So some setup changes and stuff for that one. Pretty easy to add in. Square One Combo Master Ambassador pack as well. And then how to organize your box. Again, didn't notice this in the unboxing. Seeing it now, so I'll go through and I'll organize that now off camera. Very cool though. All of the go front and turn on and there we are. All right. Our little like wireless keyboard occasionally just turns off if we're not using it for a minute. Anyway, so Square One, also very easy. Another puzzly sort of game. I like these a lot. I like these quick. I don't know how quick it plays, but these are very simple to explain, pick up, colorful, tactile games. It makes it very easy to bring out when you have people who are not avid board gamers and they want to play something. Or like for Board and I, we have our tournament games. This might be a tournament game. Who knows? We'll see how fast it plays. If it plays relatively quickly, then by all means, it will be. I don't think it says on here how quickly it plays, which is fine. For both of these, Project L and Square One, there's a bunch of those expansions, more like modules that you can add in that change the way the game plays slightly. So there's a bunch more, as you saw in here, of these tiles. Some tokens. I don't know what those are for. Those are for solo. So excited to see how this plays solo. Like this is one that I could definitely see myself pulling out to play solo, just to play. Just for like the mind game aspect, almost like a Sudoku puzzle or something of that sort. But I've been talking a lot. My voice is getting tired. We have one more game that we're going to be doing an unboxing for. Actually, 2 more probably. I think we have Tales of Arabian Nights coming in tomorrow. We just got Labyrinth Chronicles by Awakened Realms. So stoked for that one. An oldie but a goodie, and it's been remastered. So excited. So we'll definitely be doing some unboxing, rulebook rundowns of those 2 as well. And of course, we're going to get playthroughs in of all of these. Don't know exactly when. So to find out when we are posting up the unboxings, the rulebook rundowns, when we're going to be doing the playthroughs, Definitely make sure that you are subscribed here, but more importantly, go follow us on Instagram as well. That's where I post up everything regarding what we're doing. And then Fridays, we do play live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So the beginning of this video, the end of this video, probably now or around this point, you'll see those down below reminding you to go and follow us and subscribe. All that fun social media junk. But we love talking to you, so definitely come join us on Twitch. And then stay up to date with what we're doing on Instagram. And spread us around. We're having fun. But thank you for joining me here at Bald and Board Games as I do the rulebook rundown for Square One. I'm bald. Board is missing. Maybe we'll find him soon. I don't know. He's not under the table. I will see you at the table.